Aquinas says Wizards of the Coast is releasing more sets than there are Pro Tours. Okay. Kiviuk has arrived. Flooded Strand, pass.
Take it away. I'll cast Preordain. Sure.
Volcanic Island Preordain. Okay, an unexpected start.
Go ahead.
Now there's like a lot of stuff happening for vintage.
Inhuman.
Cast a
Yeah, it seems like maybe OmniTell is getting played more than Reanimator right now. That could be true. I don't actually know. Counterbalance for Phil. There's a hedge maze on Alex's side in case you don't have all the lands memorized.
Format seals.
So what do you want to get? You got it?
Okay, a brainstorm in response to Counterbalance. Counterbalance, a favorite of Force of Phil. Plays it in the main often in these Miracles decks. Builds the decks to have a variety of mana values that kind of match what we expect to be going up against. Force pitching Cunning Wish, and Counterbalance is countered.
Go. Three. Good. Go ahead.
Cunning Wish, kind of the neat part of this OmniTell decks. The sideboard has some wish options. One of them is shared summons, which allows them to tutor for their combo creatures.
Yeah, you can get it on basic if you want.
You got this one.
I know. Yeah, you can get your truck with your.
Stock up. Phil respecting it, casting a Force of Negation in response. We've talked a lot about stock up on recent live streams over the past, however long it's been, 2 months. And no doubt about it, stock up, a big card in Legacy. The kind of respect for it has grown. Its share of the metagame has grown. And it's a big part of why these OmniTell decks are hot right now. Along with Mono Blue Painter and some others.
Yeah.
What's the best deck right now running stock up? People of the chat, people of the YouTube comments, what do you think? Yeah, Phil has been collecting altars for a long time. Long time. That is deduce on end step. So Phil has a clue. I believe that's an Eternal Dirtle's official clue token.
One ring.
The One Ring. Lord of the Rings, everybody.
Oh, fetch.
Somebody's going to comment on this video that we should ban all Universes Beyond, including all-time bestseller Lord of the Rings. These people are crazy, chat. These people are out of their minds.
Force of Negation on top. Sure.
Okay, Force of Negation moves to the top of the library. And sacking the clue to cast Force of Negation on the One Ring. Success for Force of Phil. The One Ring is removed from the stack. Gizlo, thank you for the resub with Prime. 33 months. Gizlo is here on time, as always. Kiviuk says, no hate, just curious. How does one tell an altar is not a proxy? Yeah, Aquinas gives a good response. Call a judge. That's what we're here for. You know, it's a funny thing. So Phil's Volcanic Island that we see right now on the table, maybe a player, I don't know. It's hard for me to put myself in the shoes of a brand new Legacy player or even Magic player. But would I know that that's not a proxy? I'm not sure I would. I don't know. That's kind of a interesting question. But the solution is probably to call a judge. Okay, there's a show and tell in the stack. There's a fight over it. Phil's firing off a force pitching preordain now. There's a force pitching Lorien reveal to protect. But the show and tell ends in failure. It's countered.
You're up.
I'll just need it for pre-modern.
Cast a brainstorm. Good.
Were you in Denver?
Yeah, I was Denver. I was skiing and also.
Cards?
That's it.
Okay, force of negation moves to the top of Phil's library. Ponder now to add it to the hand, most likely.
Yep.
You just got me.
Yeah, Aquinas in the chat is a judge. I've seen with my own eyes them judging events. So they're verified by me.
If I went straight to magic, would kill me.
Another stock up hitting the stack here. Phil's going to force a negation it. So far in this game, Phil's countering all the key stuff. The one ring was a big one. And also having enough ammo to shoot down these stock ups as well.
Yep.
Okay.
You multi-6 then? Kind of lost track of everything. Okay. 6. Okay, pedal. And I'll play a child some more. Cast deduce.
So it's one.
Okay, deduce once again, making a clue.
Great. Yep. Yep. Cards. Sure.
3 cards left in Alec's hand. Alec struggling to get the key things to resolve in this game so far. The longer it goes, Phil will build up more and more power. Disruption. Phil's cantripping like crazy.
Okay.
There's a clue on the battlefield. No play for Alec there. Just passing it back.
Go. Cards.
Okay, Force of Will counters Cunning Wish. Force of Phil, everybody.
No, it was from.
Oh, okay. Cards. 2.
I cracked the pedal once one doggy.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, a brainstorm in response to a show and tell. There's a show and tell on the stack. Kind of the point of the deck is to show and tell in Omniscience.
Pick up 3 sanctuaries.
Thwart picking up 3 Mystic Sanctuaries. Force of Will pitching Omniscience. Okay, Emrakul is put into play. Show and tell resolves. Emrakul is in play now. Phil's going to have to do something about that, needless to say. Annihilator 6 will be devastating.
You're good. Yep.
What are the ways Phil can get rid of this thing? Terminus? Twitch chat saying Terminus or game. I think I agree.
Yep. Good.
Ponder shuffle now. Protection from spells that are one or more colors Emrakul has.
This, and I'll make it so this its text is that it's pro instance, pro colored spells, pro everything.
Pro from colored spells.
Got it. And then I'll go 3.
Kind of funny. The players answered the question right after Twitch chat asked it. Can they hear us? Phil, can you hear me right now?
Escalate. Mods is
Do something.
Okay, Deduce moves to the top of the deck with Mystic Sanctuary. Phil's going to brainstorm here. Phil trying to figure this out. Twitch chat making some suggestions about what could Phil do here. Dress down could be useful. All right, Phil is scooping it up. Emrakul, everybody.
Just order however many you sell.
Yeah, maybe.
So it will take longer to get to people, but
Yeah.
you know, at least your core audience will definitely buy them.
That's not a bad idea.
That's what I have.
But then I gotta go to the post office.
All right, there's me in the background complaining about having to go to the post office. So Phil will be on the play for game 2.
We made these guys right as it was unplayable.
After sideboard, we could see stuff like Dress Down and some of the other cards that Twitch chat mentioned. More Terminus, etc.
Thing they ship you in like literally like the same.
Enchantment removal isn't the worst.
That's pretty cool. Actually looks cool.
There's this company here that makes super hot over.
Okay, looks like Phil took a mulligan to 6. I believe there was one card put on the bottom. It was hard to see. Flooded Strand. That is a Ponder.
Oh, over tokens.
There's tokens on six.
Yeah, this is
Alec has, for fun here, made a lot of this OmniTell deck. Future Sight framed. I think it looks really cool. Props to Alec. I guess we need Future Sight frame basics, right, chat? We don't have that. That doesn't exist, right?
Okay. LED top deck level. Let's go.
Cameras.
sure. Please.
Okay, counterbalance resolves this time. Alec lets it resolve. Counterbalance can be a real pain in the butt sometimes. It sometimes just counters one or two things, and that's enough. Stock up's going to resolve this time. There was a brainstorm revealed on top.
Are you trying to start? Are you trying to start pre-mode?
Yeah, I got to the like.
Okay, AJ Potato doesn't want more Future Sight frames. Legacy players, if you're new to the Legacy community, Legacy players are very particular about frames. They lose their minds about frames. What about the OG?
Oh, I'm sorry, I have 8 cards. Modern
Wow.
for me, like after 3 or 4 of them, so I was like, all right, we got the nostalgia hit. Check that.
I'm sorry. I have 8 cards. Says Alec.
Like I feel like I'm sick of it.
Was that a brag? Richard and Pizza says not until Wizards of the Coast decides to make them in a secret lair for $60 for foils. You know, I haven't bought a secret lair for a long time. But when I did, it felt like good value. I mean, open to interpretation, I guess. Do any of you not feel that way? Do you feel like secret lairs are a ripoff or something? I have not bought one for a long time. I think the last one I bought was like Fallout or something like that. It's been a while.
Oh, sorry. That's bad.
Wow, that was suspicious.
Results.
That's a brainstorm for Alec. Steamboat says, I bought one secret lair, sold the card a year later for almost double the money. Yeah, I have like, of like the secret lair cards I own, they're all like worth whatever that means. Good amount of money if I wanted to flip them. They're all just pieces of cardboard, folks. Have fun. Enjoy your life. Here's a stock up. Dr. Pepper arrives in the chat. You know what, Dr. Pepper? I like that emoji choice. Side Norna says, most secret lairs are either cards I don't want, art I can't stand, or both. A lot of the secret lairs are cards I just don't need. I'll admit that. Mostly commander focused. I don't play commander, and I just kind of like, why would I buy this? Personally, that's my personal experience because I only play Legacy, really at this point, sadly. I bought the Bob Ross lands too. Those were cool. I actually got them as a gift.
You're guessing. Fuck. It's all good. Just settle it.
All right, so accidentally brainstorming when we meant to ponder. We're going to fix it just by being honest here.
I don't know if it's all this week. This was an interesting game until I just did this.
Can you remember the one card you had before the ponder? I'll take your word for it.
I do know the one card that I had. That's why I'm taking the line.
Okay, so we'll just do it.
haven't even thought that far.
So bad on camera.
Don't worry about it, Force of Phil.
Commentator, you're talking about actual facts. I'm going sports blowing up here.
All right, Phil ponders, almost accidentally brainstormed, but we fixed it. This is not a big-time tournament. This is Monday Night Legacy. We're just going to have a friendly fix here. Everybody that we see playing on camera, for the most part, we're all just friends with each other. It's not a big deal. Here's a One Ring. The One Ring. Brainstorm and response. Spell Pierce.
Yeah, we're just good to sit there.
All right, that is the match. Phil scoops to the One Ring. The DCI will be reviewing this match in detail.